everybody. Welcome back to Fun Facts with Faith. Today I was requested to do a science fact, so we're going to talk about cat genetics, which is actually really complicated and has a lot of interlocking factors having to do with color and genes controlling patterns and banding, and the relationship between all the genes are really complicated. So there's dominant ones and recessive ones and codominant ones, and then there are these dilution factors, and there's inhibitor. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're going to focus on one very narrow area. And as an aside, while I was looking into this, I discovered that there's a relatively non-trivial segment of the internet devoted to discussing the genetics, the appearance and sort of therefore inferred genetics of the cats from the Warrior Cats book series, which is not a rabbit hole that I was expecting to go down today, but it happened. Anyway, to return to our subject at hand, we're going to talk about why there are no male tortoiseshell cats. And in order to understand that, we have to do a little bit of a genetics lesson. So for people who know this, you can tune out a little bit, but for everybody else. So in cats, the coat color is determined primarily by two different pigments. So there's eumelanin, which is a black or brown pigment, and is also the pigment that colors your freckles. I have lots of them. And then there is pheomelanin, which is sort of a reddish orange pigment. And the gene in cats that controls pheomelanin is on the X chromosome. It's X-linked. An X-linked trait is a trait for which the gene is on the X chromosome. So in cats, we have this lovely situation. Diagram. So you can have an X chromosome that could have, there are two different versions of this gene. You could have the orange gene, which means your cat's going to produce pheomelanin to color their coat. Or you can have the not orange gene, which means they're not going to make pheomelanin, so the color will be controlled by eumelanin. Eumelanin has its own set of genes, but we're going to not worry about that. For now, we're going to say, if you've got the orange gene, you're going to be orange. And if you've got the not orange gene, you're going to be some other color. Let's just say black for now, but it doesn't really matter. And then you've got the little Y chromosome, which is a little nubbin here. It doesn't have that many genes on it. It's not that important. Sorry, men. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we've got. Now, female cats are going to have two X chromosomes. Male cats are going to have one X chromosome and a Y chromosome. Okay, so let's do some Punnett squares. So if you were to take a non-orange female cat, so a black cat, female cat, and an orange male cat, and they were going to mate, these are the kinds of children that you would get. So, how do I explain this? So, the baby cats are going to inherit one relevant sex chromosome from their mother and one from their father. So, these are all the different combinations you could get. So, if this little kitten got a non-orange X chromosome from mom and an orange X chromosome from dad. And because it's got both, and because of random X inactivation, that means it's going to have some patches that are black, or not orange, and some patches that are orange. So you're going to have a tortoiseshell cat. Okay. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just don't worry about it. Just if you've got both, you're going to have both colors. Okay. This is the same situation. The other possible combination is you got a non-orange X chromosome from mom and you got a Y chromosome from dad, and now you are a non-orange male cat. Okay, so this combination, we've got an orange male, we've got let's say a black female cat, and so they can have black male kittens, or they can have tortoiseshell female kittens. Okay, combo number two, just basically the reverse. So you've got an orange female cat and you've got a black male cat, and you can have torty female cats, or you can have orange male cats. Okay, these combinations are not so interesting. Let's do some more interesting combinations. here we go. Here you've got a tortie female cat. So sorry for like the random dot there. Don't worry about it. That was a mistake. So you've got a tortie female cat. Tortie female cat has one X chromosome with an orange allele and one X chromosome with a non-orange allele. And her mate is a non-orange male. So he's got a non-orange X chromosome and he's got a Y chromosome. Okay. So what kind of kittens can they have? They can have tortie female kittens. They can have non-orange female kittens. They can have non-orange male kittens. Or they can have orange male cats. Yeah, everybody with me so far? If we do a slightly different scenario, same tortie female cat, but now she's got an orange partner. And she can have orange female or male cats. She can have non-orange male cats. She can have tortie female cats. But basically, the takeaway point is, in order to be tortoiseshell, you have to have two X chromosomes. And in almost every scenario, that means a female kitten. So generally, only female cats are tortoiseshell. Exceptions. It is possible for cats to have Klinefelter syndrome. Okay, all my non-medical friends are like, what the heck is she talking about? Klinefelter syndrome is basically when you have some sort of failure in the sperm generating or X generating process where you end up with like an extra chromosome in there. And long story short, you end up with cells that are XXY. So they've got two X chromosomes and they've got a Y chromosome. So if you have a kitten that is fully XXY, like in all of its cells, or some combination of like mosaic where some of the cells are XXY and some of them are XY, then in those situations, it would be possible to have a male tortoiseshell cat. But that's very, very rare, and those cats would typically be sterile. So it's not common. Anyway, that was our initial brief foray into cat genetics. Just scratching the surface here. But it's very exciting. And in summary, tortoiseshell cats are female. The end. Come back for tomorrow for another fun fact. And I hope you're having a nice day. Bye.